Hi, welcome to another Global Business Channel video. Criminals rarely walk into the financial system wearing a sign that says, "I am laundering money." What they usually leave behind are weak identity documents, inconsistent records, missing information, unusual delays, and behavior that does not fit the customer profile. And those are red flags that compliance professionals must learn to recognize, verify, and escalate for possible regulatory reporting. In this video, we will explore 19 indicators that help identify potential money laundering schemes through identity documents and record keeping. By the end, you will understand how these warning signs can expose attempts to hide identity, conceal ownership, frustrate due diligence, and disguise the true source of funds before the trail goes cold. This video is intended for compliance, banking, and financial professionals, as well as law enforcement, the NFPPs, and anyone who wants to better understand how identity and record-keeping weaknesses are often used in criminal activities and money laundering schemes. Providing doubtful or vague information. This means the perpetrator gives information that is incomplete, unclear, inconsistent, or difficult to verify. It may suggest they are hiding their true identity, source of funds, or the real purpose of the transaction, and it should be treated as a warning sign requiring further review. Producing seemingly false identification or identification appearing to be counterfeited, altered, or inaccurate. This means the identification document may not be genuine, may have been tampered with, or may contain information that does not match the individual. It is a serious red flag because it may indicate identity concealment, impersonation, or an attempt to open or operate an account under false details. Refusing to produce personal identification documents. This may indicate trying to conceal his or her true identity or avoid proper due diligence. It is a strong warning sign because without valid identification, the financial institution cannot properly verify who the person is or assess the risk. Only submitting uncertified copies of personal identification documents. This may indicate avoiding proper verification or trying to reduce the chance of detecting whether the documents are genuine. Uncertified copies alone are not enough to properly confirm identity under most AML and CFT frameworks, so this should be treated as a warning sign and followed up with stronger verification. Wanting to establish identity using something other than his or her personal identification documents. This may suggest trying to avoid standard identity checks by relying on weaker or less reliable proof or alternatives. It can be a red flag for identity concealment, especially if the alternative documents do not clearly or reliably establish who the person is. The supporting documentation lacks important details such as full legal name, date of birth, place of birth, issue date, expiry date, and other relevant data required for identification. This may indicate the document is a forgery, incomplete, unreliable, or being used to conceal the perpetrator's true identity. Missing key details make it harder to verify the person properly and should be treated as a red flag for further review. Inordinate delays in presenting personal or corporate documents. This may indicate being hesitant to be properly identified or trying to buy time while concealing information. Unusual delays in providing documents can be a warning sign that the perpetrator is not comfortable with standard verification or may be hiding a risky background. All identification presented cannot be checked or verified for some reason. This may indicate the documents are unreliable, fake, or being used to hide the true identity of the perpetrator. If the information cannot be verified through normal checks, it should be treated as a serious red flag and escalated for further review. All identification documents presented appear new or have recent issue dates. This may suggest the perpetrator has recently replaced or obtained documents to support a new identity or alter the paper trail. While not suspicious on its own, meaning only one or a handful of documents, it becomes a warning sign when combined with other inconsistencies or a lack of verifiable background. Presenting different identification documents at different times. This may indicate the perpetrator is trying to obscure his or her true identity or create confusion around his or her records. When the documents keep changing, it becomes harder to verify the person consistently and may point to identity manipulation or concealment. Altering the transaction after being asked for identity documents. This may indicate trying to avoid proper verification or hide the real purpose of the transaction. A sudden change in instructions after identity checks are requested can be a sign of discomfort, concealment, or an attempt to complete something under false pretenses. Presenting different identification documents each time a transaction is conducted. This may indicate the perpetrator is trying to mask his or her true identity or create confusion in the records. When the identity used keeps changing, it becomes harder to verify the person consistently and may suggest concealment or misuse of documents. Attempting to convince an employee not to complete any documentation required for the transaction. This may indicate wanting to avoid a proper record trail or prevent the financial institution from capturing information that could reveal suspicious activity. It is a serious warning sign because pressure on staff to skip documentation can be part of an effort to conceal the true nature of the transaction. Making inquiries that would indicate a desire to avoid reporting. This may suggest trying to find out how to stay below reporting thresholds, which are usually USD or Euro 10,000 or more, or avoiding triggering internal controls. Questions like these can be a warning sign of structuring, concealment, or deliberate evasion of anti-money laundering reporting requirements. Having unusual knowledge of the law in relation to suspicious transaction reporting. This may indicate the perpetrator has studied anti-money laundering or AML reporting rules too closely for the wrong reasons, possibly to avoid detection. It can be a warning sign that the perpetrator is trying to understand how to evade reporting obligations rather than comply with them. Seeming very conversant with money laundering or terrorist financing activity issues. This may indicate the perpetrator has unusual familiarity with AML and CFT controls, possibly because he or she is trying to understand how to avoid detection. It can be a warning sign when the perpetrator speaks about reporting, thresholds, or illicit techniques in a way that seems more than ordinary for a genuine customer. Being quick to volunteer that funds are clean or not being laundered. This may suggest the perpetrator is trying too hard to preempt suspicion, which can itself be suspicious. Genuine clients usually do not need to make such statements unless they are trying to reassure the institution about the source or purpose of the funds. Appearing to be structuring amounts to avoid record keeping, client identification, or reporting thresholds. This may indicate deliberately breaking a larger transaction into smaller amounts to stay under internal or legal limits. It is a classic sign of evasion and can be a strong indicator of attempted money laundering or concealment of suspicious activity. Appearing to be collaborating with others to avoid record keeping, client identification, or reporting threshold. This may indicate the perpetrator is working with others to split transactions, hide links between parties, or keep each individual transfer below required limits. It is a strong warning sign of coordinated structuring and should be treated as a potential attempted evasion of AML controls. That's it for this video on 19 indicators that help identify potential money laundering schemes through identity documents and record keeping. Subscribe for additional similar content. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheerios!